Joseph Augustine's here going to be doing so. But of course, as the oversight chair, it's definitely been a very busy, interesting 10 months of working with Dr. Adames, Dr. Nahalawa, Mr. Paul May. Did I say that right? I was mentioning
Mr. Paul.
Mr. Paul. So Wade Paul, right? I always mess it up. And of course, Mr. Sanchez. Mr. Joe Sanchez.
Not yet.
And of course, I'll say, as much as I worked, my relationship was really to work with the superintendent. It was definitely, we were, a leader is only as good as their people. And really, I mean, from addressing parent concerns to community concerns, I was definitely able to rely on the expertise and the support from deputy superintendents. And so we're sad that it's coming to an end. I think we had a good relationship from fixing the schools to working through the finance. Probably the craziest part of the job, I think, for me. Dr. Adames addressed a lot of the parents and student concerns. So today we want to take this time to recognize them on their last day and to thank them on behalf of the legislature and the people of Guam. And so if we could get Mr.
Yeah. Mr. Paul.
Dr. Nahalawa and Dr. Adames to lead So on behalf of the 38th Guam Legislature, we're here to present certificate number 260-38, introduced by myself, Senator Joseph Augustine, and the rest of the Guam senators of the Guam Legislature. Here to recognize Dr. Adames, Dr. Nahalawa, and Mr. Wade. Mr. Paul. For their dedication to the Guam Department of Education and to commend them for their leadership and distinguished service as Deputy Superintendents of the Department. The Committee on Rules of the Minatenta hearing directs that this official expression of its recognition and commendations be forthwith sent on behalf of ILAS, including Guam and the people of Guam, signed and sealed in the city of Guam on the 29th day of December 2025. Thank you.
Hey, Joe!
We'll say the entire thing one more time.
Thank you so much, Senator Borja. I said it one more time. For always accommodating us whenever we have issues with our budget and F&M personnel budget and equipment. You're always ready to help us and move money so that we can have funding for M&M, and that we will never forget. And thank you also for so accommodating to us when we run into something. Say, Senator, can we come to you and discuss this issue so that we can run the department, the division, because without funding, we won't be able to function. And thank you for being so open. Your door is always open, and for listening to us. And even though sometimes we overshare our concerns. But thank you for the compassion. Thank you, Senator. Good luck in your Thank you also for listening. Thank you also for making sure that our funding for GIF will go through, and
Wanna push it?
we're gonna push it so that our schools will run properly.
Yes.
Thank you so much for making GDO your priority, and I hope it continues, even though we're not here anymore. I just want to thank you guys for the excellent relationships that you established, so that we can, work together. With that, go back to JFK effective tomorrow. The sad side is all of you have made my time down here so meaningful, so memorable, and just
for 20 months-ish. Seeing things move at this level, it really isn't what the public perceives it to be. You guys are hardworking, you guys kick ass, you guys put up with a lot of stuff. Move forward, because we know how things are done in this department. And there are things in progress and we need it to finish. Okay, and it's all for our students. Senator Borja, I want to thank you for changing the climate and the relationship that we have at the legislature. You've changed it, believe it or not. You treat us with respect, and it amazingly had a ripple effect with the other senators. No, not that I'm targeting you, Senator Joe. Just as awesome, but because Senator Borja's our education chair, it just means so much, and so we just hope that you're going to continue to support us in moving forward. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and to all of you, I love you guys, and just, I'm at JFK. You need a place to run away? Come see me.
Well, I want to thank two senators, Sen. Augustine, who happens to be, some of you know, my fiance, Ms. Limpiaco, who's a teacher at Weddingdale, who happens to be her first cousin. I thought I had an in with that. It didn't work, and I still got, I want to thank both senators for beating me up at the legislature. But we did have some successes, and the $10 million that we set aside for maintenance, thank you for that, senators. The slot at Principal, we haven't received that. We haven't had dedicated funds for that for several years, and I think this year we first got that through so that principals have a pot of money that they can order requirements. I just had a principal talk to me about a scoreboard for their gym, so that helps with things like that. I ask that the senators continue to support GUAE as they have been, and I thank you for your support. Saying thank you so much to my staff, the DFAS section, procurement, HR, business office, payroll. What am I missing? FSAIS. You have been educators. You educated me. My learning curve was like this. Now it's like this.
Yes.
And we're all here. We all know we're all here for the kids, for the students of Guam. And I'm trying to get my replacement, Mr. Leonardo, spun up, and I asked my staff this afternoon at our luncheon to give him the full support as you'll provide.
Yesterday, but I guess I get to do it again. But, thank you for yesterday, and thank you for today. Tonight, I want to talk about Senator Sen. Augustine formally as our chair, because this is kind of nice for me. I was still a deputy when he was, I think, our chairman at the time.
The board.
And,
I have 20 years dealing with you.
Great.
I'm not done.
I want to point to something because I remember exactly what you said to me at one of our work sessions, and this tells you how the relationship was back then with the board, because we've had heated conversations about a lot of things. And he actually told me one time, my staff would appreciate this. He goes, do you remember this? So the superintendent's office said, Joe, I don't understand what you're saying. But you know what? If you cannot explain this to me in less than 5 minutes, it tells me that you don't understand it either. I'm like, okay. And I kept that in my mind because I was like, okay, I think I need to summarize it a little bit more with talking report numbers. But really, the relationship we had back then with the board allowed us to openly discuss issues. We can bring it up. We can say, sir, we disagree with that. We don't want this to be done. And it was never personal. Every time we would leave, we'd be like, hey, okay, adios. right, you know, even though we're like yelling at each other back and forth, and Dr. Cruz and all the other folks, rest his soul. I hope one day we can return to that. Not just yelling, but I mean, the part about being able to openly discuss as professionals the issues in education. Because a lot of times we feel like we have to hold something back because we don't want to offend somebody. Or, you know, one board member says one thing and then we already know what their position is, and if we say something against it, we're gonna be blacklisted. You know, that wasn't how it was back then when you were the little chair. And you even told us, I need you to tell us, because if you don't tell us, how are we gonna know? And I just wanna thank you for that, because, you know, I think for me at this point, seeing where we are now, I wish we could return to that kind of relationship. And so, you know, Senator Moore, honestly, in my opinion, it doesn't always require changing laws. Sometimes it just requires enforcing the laws that we have and making sure that people follow them. But on the side note, you know, again, you know, I know I mentioned this yesterday. Thank you guys so much. I feel so honored to have been down here for 13 years. I can't believe it was that long. But we're a powerful group. I know that generations change. You know, some of you are much younger than some of us who've been here much longer. But that's how it happens. You know, people change, people move on. But the culture shouldn't. And as long as we continue to be the excellent team that we are, DOE is going to continue to move forward, regardless of what's happening around us. We're going to continue to do our job. So thank you guys.
My F&F night, they and their family threw a surprise lunch for me, and I thank all of them. But I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you that I've worked with, and I miss you all. But thank you. It's been an honor to work with you guys. So continue to work hard, bring your best. And like I told the transition team, bring your smile every day. Because even though sometimes we get attacked and we get accused of something that it's not even true, we still come to work smiling. So that's what I want you guys to do. And thank you. Happy New Year,
I think you all agree. I want to recognize, because I've dealt with her for the past 2 weeks and previously as acting superintendent, Ms. Mabel's now done. And I've got 3 hours left in the day.
I think once they come here, we'll start 3 hours.
No one up there wants to thank me. John already thanked me.
That's another topic.
I just want to basically thank the deputies for all your hard work. I know this has been trying times. I would say it's one of the hardest in the industry to actually hold through. And so thank you so much for partnering on principles of the car. And that was Herculean feat to take place in such a short amount of time. And just handling everything all at once. And it's a crisis. It was a crisis. But because your heart is with education, with students, and we look forward to seeing more. I know a lot of you are still going to be like Dr. Don this year, so JFK, live out. I know we'll probably still tap onto you regarding STEM, right? So, for Sanchez as well as all of you, thank you so much for your contributions over the years. I know Dr. Sanchez, you're
Not yet.
in the process, perhaps, but you were big instrumental in rolling out the standard-based grading, Common Core, and we know that takes a lot of dedication to releasing school system. So you do this, your institutional knowledge, and
said earlier, you know, I was very involved with DOE in 2007. I was the chairman of the board for 3 years. And whatever happened to the board after I left, I am very surprised because I wouldn't have tolerated it, and Joe knows that. If a board member step out of line, they tell me either get in line or get out. Figure it out. And I tell the deputies all know that. Like Joe said, you can't explain it to me in 5 minutes, then you don't even know what you're talking about. I just call it out. Because I'm just that kind of guy. And when I dealt with the budget with Dewey, when Paul came in, I'm like, oh God, it's not fucking yeah. But you know, like I told him, I said, if you don't show us the numbers, then it's not gonna work. Show us the numbers, make it make sense. Because these, us senators, I'm gonna say, the other senators may not be familiar with the numbers, but if you can show it, you'll show it. And be rest assured that just because there's a new group that's taking over, they're not gonna get it easier than what these folks did, okay? Not from me, because they gotta prove that they know what they're talking about. They can't just walk in there and think that we're gonna understand what they're talking about. They gotta know their what's my name? They gotta know their stuff. I'm a graduate of JFK, I don't know. But that's my opinion, okay? And as a senator, DOE has always been an agency. I'm not worried about that agency. I'm worried about the future of our people. Because our kids are going to be the next leaders. The next folks are going to sit in their position. So that's what concerns me. And the mood's got to change. Jimmy for many years. He tells me about his maintenance. I said, you show me the numbers, brother. Jimmy goes, I will. And with the gift, figure that one out. That's $55 million I'm pushing the other senators to support. Refinance it, give you more money to do what you need to do. Get ahead. But the money's got to be earmarked specifically for those things. If it's not, then you're lost again. That's got to stop. DOE cannot lose on its own refinancing. It's got to win. There's got to be a way out of the measuring. And I say the measuring because it's before your time for some of you. For Joe, he just happened to be young curriculum, like trying to figure out how to do it. But everybody else is trying to catch up. But I thank all of them for their time and their effort. Because it takes a lot to deal with what you have to deal with, not only your agency, but outside. And that's not just Francis Blessage, I'm talking about the people of Guam. They seem to not know what's going on. But they all have an opinion, but not one of them will step into your shoes. That's the worst part. You'll talk a lot, but not do a lot. And I thank you for doing a lot. You guys did a great job.
Alright, so, I think just to sum up, everything that they said, I know, you know, there is a new team coming in. I think for me, I'm just a professional. They're gonna, you know, I'm gonna give them the same respect I gave everybody. But I also recognize, I know someone that touched on it, that there are some things that we need to work on in regards to governance. You know, it's not a, how do you say, it's no secret that we've been talking about this, and I'm sure some of you are wondering what we're going to do after that roundtable that happened a couple weeks ago. I think the only thing that I can say is we continue to navigate the GDOE and a lot of the issues, whether it be financial or whether it be the fair retaliation, right? The number one thing that we talk about is that, you know, the senator, there are a lot of things that we have to figure out where we can get other senators to support. But the only thing that I ask as the oversight and as a senator is that we really need you guys are the most powerful person when it comes to holding our leaders accountable. I always say that, you know, if you have a leader that doesn't accept challenge, then they're not a good leader, because change is only going to come when you question your leader, right? If you just come in and do everything they say, then we're really not changing anything. We're just doing what everybody else wants. And so I just want to continue guys to like hold us accountable, hold us senators accountable. We're all, our offices are always open. If you guys have any issues, but again, we're here to support. We're here to support Dr. Wonthap. We want her to be successful. We want the new deputies to be successful. But we also want you guys to want to be here, because we definitely agree. It's you guys, like I said, these guys do a lot of the work, but you guys here do a lot of the work that they're supposed to do. And so we're grateful for that, and we want to support you. And so thank you again to the outgoing deputy superintendents, and thank you guys for all the work you guys do for our students and our parents. Thank you.